Hi, my name's Bob Linde. I'm an herbalist and an herb grower. Today I'm going to talk to you about eclectic gardening ideas. There's a variety of different ways that we can bring in a little whimsy or something a little bit different into our garden. And ultimately it's always going to be up to us what's appealing to our eye. So a couple of the ways that I like to bring a little something different into my garden are things like bringing in different elements such as metal, stone, water, and even glass can all add a little bit of movement or reflection or change in the way that we break up the particular landscape. Many people, when they garden, actually make very concise rows of each vegetable or of each herb, and it certainly makes it a little bit easier to harvest or weed sometimes. But I tend to be a little bit different. I think of those long rows of vegetables as actually being a smorgasbord for a particular pesky insect or animal. So I'll oftentimes throw my seeds fairly random that require the same types of ingredients. So if we have one plant that likes a little bit more shade and we have 3 or 4 other vegetables or herbs like that, I'll go ahead and just mix those seeds up and make a plot out of that particular plant's needs. If another one wants more rich soil and full sun, I'll combine 3 or 4 different plants together. And all of a sudden we'll get this nice mix of texture and colors and different growth rates for all of those different seeds. But one of my favorite things to add to the garden are things we don't expect. So if we're growing beans or peas, normally we put up a trellis or a stick for that to grow on. And I remember one friend's garden actually used bed frames. And so they took the headboard, a metal headboard, and put that in the front of their garden and allowed the vines to grow up. And one thing I've always liked to incorporate whenever I can, I was whitewater rafting in West Virginia on the New River. And as we cruised down the river, someone had taken the time along the entire length of the river and it made little stacks and towers out of stones that were precariously balanced one on top of the other. And it just drew the eye to it, the uniqueness of that particular structure. So it's something that's very simple for you to add into your garden that you can constantly change or make permanent depending on your own interests. You can bring stones from outside the area that you find at your garden supply store or use the natural stones that's in your particular area. So no matter what it is, have fun in your garden. Use it for much more than just growing your herbs and vegetables, and you can add a little whimsy and eclectic aspect to whatever you put in your yard and in your garden. So this is Bob Linde, encouraging you to be creative in creating your own eclectic garden. So please enjoy your herbs.